Hello, neighbor, and welcome to Real Time for the real everyday movie fan. I'm, of course, Josh Williams. Thank you so much for joining me here today, because I am here to give you my real time review of A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
You need to let people know that each one of them is precious.
Now, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood is directed by Marielle Heller, and it stars Matthew Rhys, Susan Watson, what was the father's name? Chris Cooper, and of course, Tom Hanks playing Fred Rogers. Now, before we get started, guys, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you can receive more of our various content in the future. Also, guys, I want to let you know that this review is sponsored by B&B Missouri 6 Theaters. Before we get talking about A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, won't you please bear with me, enjoy this quick promotional video of B&B Missouri 6 Theaters, then we'll jump right back into the review. I'll be right back. B&B Missouri 6 is the premier theater to see a movie if you're in the Missouri area. The refreshments are delicious, the seats give you full reclining comfort, and the movie viewing experience is euphoric. But the main reason I wanted B&B to be my sponsor is their staff and the overall movie-going experience they provide. They're professional, friendly, inviting, and they truly have you leaving the theater feeling, as their motto goes, the magic of the movies. Thank you all so much for bearing with me there. Have to give a shout out to them. Without them, I would not be able to see as many films as I do now. So thank you so much, B&B Theaters. I always really do appreciate it. So now let's talk about A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. I think as far as many of us were very excited this movie was coming out. And of course, Tom Hanks playing this such iconic person is, very significant because he has done a good job in the past of playing historical characters. He's played Walt Disney. He played the Captain and Captain Phillips. Tom Hanks is just, one of the greatest, if not the greatest, of our modern cinema. I mean, I definitely put him up there in the Mount Rushmores of actors. He's the man. So having him play this character, I think, is very important and is actually a very positive thing to say about the film. Now, before we get started, of course, we could always give my score. Start us off. I'm going to give this movie a solid 9.5 out of 10. This movie, walking out of the theater, it felt like the first words that came to my mind is that this movie is just emotionally beautiful and uplifting, and seeing this movie really helps you reinvigorate your hope and belief in humanity. And that is so much due to Tom Hanks as Fred Rogers. This, of course, is not specifically about Fred Rogers, even though he's in it. This is actually about his name is Lloyd Vogel. It's about Matthew Rhys is the actor. This is about his story and him interviewing Fred Rogers for a piece in Esquire. And it's a very beautiful story. Tom Hanks, even though he didn't look as much like Fred Rogers as I hoped he would have, like as far as transformative wise, like you see some actors who really transform themselves, look as much like who they're playing as possible. That's okay. At first, there's only a couple moments where it felt like I saw Tom Hanks, but besides that, there's only small moments. But besides that, it's almost like he channeled Fred Rogers from the grave and just became him in ways of the feeling of kindness he portrayed, the tone of his voice, the micro emotions that you see him do, just like you would see Fred Rogers do if you saw any of the documentaries. Like he did so well of capturing the spirit of him that anytime he talked, you felt like you were listening to Fred Rogers again. It was so well done. I cannot praise it enough. He's definitely going to get an Oscar nomination, that's for sure, for Best Supporting Actor, which it should be. Some people are saying, oh, maybe it should be the main Best Actor, but it's not about him. It's about the story, and the story, I think, structurally speaking, is very well told. It's very emotionally driven. It's I don't want to give too much away as far as the story because I don't really talk about it all that much, but let's just say there's some issues going on with this writer that Fred helps him through, and it's just so dang beautiful. The emotions that go through this are, you get very happy moments, you get very sad moments, and even emotions, spots of tension. Like, you don't know what this main character is going to do, because he's so internally damaged that by the end of the movie you feel so invigorated, you feel so happy, but at the same time you're bawling your eyes out, and because it's just that beautiful. I mean, when I saw Peanut Butter Falcon, I saw that movie. To me, that was like the feel good movie of the year. This is too, but in a different way. Like that one gave me happy butterflies and a big smile on my face. This one gave me a big smile, but I was also, this one like made me more emotional, like sad emotion, because it's just so happy to see a story like that told, but also just to be able to see Fred Rogers again on screen, with the help of Tom Hanks. So I can't recommend this movie enough. There's only really a couple moments in the movie that kind of dragged on a bit in the beginning of before you sort of meet Fred Rogers, but that's just kind of to help build up to get to know the characters and stuff like that, which is fine. But there are just, a couple moments besides that. I mean, I didn't find myself bored hardly at all. I mean, yeah, I felt a couple moments drag in this, I would say, in the second act. But other than that, I mean, this movie, I remember I had nachos and a soda, and there came into a point where I just stopped drinking and eating because I was so transfixed on this performance and this story. And that's a good thing. That's some good praise I think I can give a film. So go check this movie out, guys. I guarantee if you grew up watching Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood and you love Tom Hanks, you will not be disappointed in this movie. It'll have you bring some tissues. I forgot some, so of course I'm sitting there, just kind of trying to keep my, rubbing my eyes and everything. But you will walk out happy, and it'll be well worth your money. I guarantee it, guys. But that'll do it for me today, folks. Thank you very much for watching. What did you think of A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, if you have seen it? Leave your comments in the section below. Let me know whether you liked it or not. Give me your positives and negatives and score out of 10. Also, if you like what you watched, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel so you can receive more of our various content in the future. Also, like us on Facebook, Twitter, and Stardust. The links are in the description below, as always. That's all right for today. Again, I'm Josh Williams, and thank you for keeping it real with Real Time.